the most urbanized neighborhood I've ever gotten a rattlesnake out of. Secure the Toby.
Let's do this. So that's all raw, real, natural. You're a sweaty little thing. Oh, it's not gonna move.
Oh my god, it's not moving. The honking of the duck. Alright guys, another snake call. We're getting snake calls like every day, and this is another rattlesnake call. This time, it's baby rattlesnakes. My favorite. We're actually going back to a neighborhood where we removed a rattlesnake recently. I'm gonna put the link to it right there. This neighborhood is a big, very nice, manicured neighborhood. It's a golf course neighborhood with no habitat around, basically anywhere. And this time, a baby was spotted.
Yesterday, so we probably will not find any today, to be totally honest. They want us to come out and scope out their yard.
So we're gonna scope it out, hunt their yard, the neighbor's yard.
Toby man with us. He's the best snake finder.
He is. He's our secret weapon.
Will he yell at them for us? That bush is so ugly. It is a square.
We're so used to living in like a overgrown jungle. We'll see what we can find. It's afternoon. It's cooled off. Ooh, a mangrove fox squirrel, an endangered species.
Oh, look at him.
That's so cool. It's a light one. Mangrove fox squirrel, only found down here in South Florida. Also called Everglade or
oh my
Big
God,
Cypress
no
fox
one
squirrels.
cares.
Fox squirrels are awesome.
Hi, white ibises. Instead of cranes, it's like ibises. There you are.
Let's just do a quick, see if there's anybody active. Hunt the Pelusias. I looked under all the trash cans.
Yeah, look under that dumpster thing. You take him for like a nanosecond. I'm back. I mean, I'm not surprised they're seeing rattlesnakes. Do you see this, Toad? Oh my God, they could be right here, Toad. Rattlesnake could be anywhere right here. You stay on me.
I just did a quick sweep around the house, hunted under the AC and the rocks and stuff.
I mean, dude, even that was like good. I looked all up in the crevices. I'm like,
They're gonna find one after we leave.
yeah. I found a racer. Yeah, he was pretty small. Yeah. Down here.
Yeah, look at all these perfect palms. Do you want to go grab your headlamp out of the
Sure.
car and me and Toby will hunt this?
You want me to leave you guys? Watch Toby well. Don't get crazy. I'll leave the water there. We just can't forget it. Okay. What? Really?
I'm not kidding. I think I'm not that long.
What do you need?
I just need to get. Tay, look, right along the fence line. Look at that. Good size one. I'm gonna go get her.
Don't you need a bucket? Like, how are we gonna get her over?
I don't want her to get away. I don't want, because if she moves from there, we'll lose her. See if you can lift this up.
Got to get a bucket. Brett, I got the bucket.
Body cam? Is it still running? Yeah, she's like just about to go into their yard.
Okay guys, we're at the house. We got called in for babies and we found an adult.
Yeah, I found a big female, oh, she looks okay size, along the fence line where these babies are.
Going into this yard.
It's really tight space to work. So we'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, okay, postpartum female. She's actually pretty good size.
I got you.
Yeah, look, you see her back half's deflated?
All deflated.
Real pretty girl. All right, so they're definitely gonna be finding more babies here. Man, this was like as herping as it gets. All right, so back Toby up. I'm gonna try and get her back out to where that bucket is. Okay. See if she fires up. Oh yeah, postpartum female. All right, I'm coming through. Oh yeah, she's super deflated. All right. I'm just gonna get her out of here and then I'll worry about working her easier.
Number one priority is to keep Toby safe.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is
she's zippy.
Look at how deflated she is. So this is the girl that just dropped the babies. Look at that. So there's a very good chance we're going to be getting called to come back here to find the rest
She
of the
definitely
babies.
gave birth to that poor thing.
I know. She was just getting ready to make her way. Look at that. Those people, she's just getting ready to go into their yard.
Yeah, and the people of this house are literally outside in their front yard with their golden doodle. She's what, 4.5?
Yeah, good sized snake. Especially
That's hilarious.
Huh? I know, we were like, I'd like to find one baby. That'd be cool if we found mom. And we found mom. All right. I'm gonna get her in the bucket before she gets all stressy.
I'm sorry, Snakey. We don't want to take you out of your home, but it's this or people kill you.
Yeah. We found 4 snakes in this backyard. Oh, there it goes. Look at that. Ring neck. And we'll show them what we caught. So I didn't find any babies, but I found mom. And she was right behind the black tarp on their fence as I was going like right at dusk. So no babies.
You guys were outside and I was running to the car.
Could you hear me screaming like a crazy person?
Trying to get the bucket.
Yeah,
He kept calling for me.
Taylor! We were walking different directions. You can see she just gave birth. So once they just give birth, they get very, very deflated because they give live birth. They don't lay eggs. And so she probably dropped, if I had to guess, probably about 10 babies. So what's probably gonna happen in the next few days on this street, you should probably let your neighbors know. You guys are probably gonna find a few babies here and there.
And they look like
They look just like this.
Like that, but little.
But very, very small. You know the drill. If you see the babies, just watch them and give us a call and we'll come find them. And she's actually been very mellow. And you can see she's really not bad, right? Especially for like a creature grabbing her by the tail. They're very pretty when you get a look at them and they're not scary. And like, for instance, we're gonna relocate her somewhere else. No, we don't kill any snakes ever. All right, so we're gonna box her up and take her out. We'll let her go tomorrow and we'll actually, I'll post a video of it and I'll send it to you. We'll put it on our YouTube. Yeah. Oh, what are you talking about? Like, I love visiting people with rattlesnakes. I don't go to people's houses unless they have rattlesnakes. So we're gonna head home. Enjoy the rest of your night. Drinks. Toby, it's empty, don't worry. That was awesome. We went to look for baby rattlesnakes. And I was really hoping to show you guys baby rattlesnakes. And we found mom.
It was 100% a mom that gave birth. Was it the mom? I don't know.
Taylor's joking because
I'm a jerk.
yeah, that neighborhood, like we said earlier, is the most urbanized neighborhood I have ever pulled rattlesnakes out of. The habitat behind their house is too small to have a large population of rattlesnakes. It's a relict population. As the area around it shrinks the habitat, there are just a couple rattlesnakes hanging out in there, and I think, you know, we're not going to be getting calls in there in the next couple of years. They'll just all be gone.
Good work finding a snake for once.
I pull my weight sometimes. I've had a couple of these good rattlesnake calls where I go out, there's no snake, and I find it.
And I'm gonna be honest, I peed on a ringneck. It was 2 hours of hiking and I was drinking water. What do you want me to do? I didn't know the ringneck was there. You gotta drink. That's it.
Details that you don't need to share and that I'm probably going to edit out.
Look, cops, we're gonna get in trouble. We're glad you guys could join us for that.
We are. And we will let the
educated
rattlesnake go tomorrow or the next day, whenever we get time to come back out to some natural areas. We're gonna find the closest
suitable habitat away from people because we want snakes to survive.
Yes. So, I'm back at the house where we caught that adult EDB, and some workers had found one, unfortunately killed it where they were working, so I came to check out the area, and if you look right here, I found a baby. Another baby. And that's a really cute little one, so I'm gonna get it out of here. Actually, do you want to hold the phone for me? I think it's videotaping, just so I'm gonna add this to the video.
Okay.
I might need a smaller.
Oh, Madonna.
And the only thing we have is my sandwich container. I know those guys, it's funny, they tried to tell me how scary the last one was. And look at that. Easy, right? Cool. Alright, I appreciate it. I had just showed up to do some work at this house again where I got that EDB. That's in this video, the mom. And as I walked up, a guy said, hey, just to let you know, be careful. There was a big rattlesnake here, and the guy caught it, which is me, and he didn't know that. And we just killed a baby, and man, my heart sunk. You know, we go and try and catch these animals, let everybody know that we'll do it so that they don't kill them. Well, anyhow, homeowner did not know that the guys had seen a snake, let alone did she know they killed it. They just came over and said, hey, we killed a snake, and she had informed them about us. And so everybody agrees now if they get another one, we'll come and get it. So while I decided, hey, I'm here, I'll look around again, and I found another baby. And it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So I'm gonna keep looking for a few more minutes, then I gotta head out. But hopefully this time, if another snake is found, they'll just call us again. God, I fit in that frame. Toby has left the premise, and now let's let the rattlesnake go.
What? You just got my, what was that?
You're not important.
Okay, let's do this so we can get tacos and go to sleep.
Okay. Secure the Toby.
Come on, Toby man.
What are you doing up there?
You're gonna have to get on some short.
Come on. Come down here. Tobe, come on. Oh no, he just wants to eat acorns. Right here. Come get on my shoulders.
Come on, Tom. Let's get for after. Big. Okay. Thanks. Oh my god.
Isn't she fresh?
Imagine if you're all excited for lunch, you go to open your Tupperware if you're Sammy, and it's a rattlesnake.
There he goes. It's a really bright baby.
This is our venomous bucket.
One of them. She's ready to go. She's getting a little squirmier. She knows she's almost free. Alright, so a couple things we wanted to tell you guys as we were letting her go. When we were getting this snake out of the yard, the lady kept asking me, especially because the babies were seen, she kept asking, is my yard infested with rattlesnakes? And I just wanted to clear a few things up. You cannot have, especially in Florida, you cannot have a rattlesnake infestation. Being a predator, they're limited by their resources, which is usually habitat and food. The reason you may see a couple rattlesnakes in one area at one time, especially small ones, is when a female like this gives birth. And when she gives birth, like you saw in our last video, the babies are going to hang with her for 10 days and then they disperse. And they don't just leave right away. They go and they try and find their own new house. And while trying to find their own new house, they might tuck up in your bushes for a few days. They don't plan on living there for the rest of their lives. And again, they're limited by their resources, which means the rodent population. Unless you have a ton of rats and mice, you can't have a ton of rattlesnakes. Look, she's calming down all nice.
And all they want to do is get rid of your rats and mice.
Yeah.
And don't have a lot of down garbage or trees in your yard, because those are homes.
Yeah. And a lot of people have been asking us like about how we handle rattlesnakes and keep them from striking and biting us all the time. The thing about rattlesnakes is they don't want to bite you. The rattlesnake, they're strictly defensive. Most of the time, they really just want to get away from you. And when I grab a rattlesnake, you notice I don't just come in and grab her on top. I always put my hands underneath the rattlesnake because the bellies are used to feeling something. And then I lift her and I always keep her face away from me. I don't ever confront the face. I keep her crawling the direction she wants to go. So she feels like our encounters are always going away from me. And that way, you notice the snake is always constantly just trying to get away. Occasionally, I think in some of our videos, when the rattlesnakes have been really cornered, they'll whip around and strike. But you can see she's really just in go mode. I very gently, I don't grab the snakes hard at all. Just very gently place my hand underneath them. A lot of times I just put, she's hissing. And look at that rattle, so cool. And you know what's cool? That rattle, it might actually have the very end scale. So,
which means the one they had when they were born.
When she's born. And see the taper on that rattle? People always say you can tell the age of a rattlesnake by how many buttons are on the rattle. That's not even remotely true. They get a button every time they shed, and they can shed multiple times a year. And she's got her very end button, which is cool. She's actually a pretty young snake. Get you a little closer. And rattlesnakes, they're actually docile by nature. To get a defensive reaction, you have to act aggressively towards them. So I'm very calm, and I see once I start moving, she moves a lot more. I always stay very calm around the rattlesnake, and I just don't move a lot. And it keeps her from moving and being upset. She's always trying to get away from me, but she's never turning around trying to bite me.
Do you see she has what people would call the heart pattern? And Rhett, tell us about that.
There's like so many rumors and misinformation behind rattlesnakes, and one we get a lot is people see a picture and they'll say, I can tell it's a female because the heart's on the back. The pattern has nothing to do whether or not they're male or female. The males and females both can have that heart shape, and a lot of times it's just the angle of a photo. Very rarely do they have that true heart shape. You hear her huffing?
Sound like a python, didn't you?
Yeah. And look, even after giving birth, she's maintained a really good body weight. And she's a pretty long snake. She's probably about, what, 4.5 feet?
Yeah, she's slightly shorter than moi.
Yeah. They always just ask, like, oh, it's going to bite you. Oh, it's going to bite you. It's
anything with a mouth can bite. A bird, a dog, a bug, a cat,
in working with
a turtle, a human,
Taylor,
me. Anything with a mouth can bite. Especially animals, because, I mean, snakes don't have friggin' arms. They can't punch you. If they could punch you, they'd probably do that first. The best way to not get bit is to not touch them. So when you try to kill them, that's considered touching them. So don't touch them. Unless you pretend to be a trained handler like Rhett. And people always ask us if we're putting fake rattle sounds on our videos. No.
That's real.
That is all real. That is all raw, real, natural.
And this isn't free handling, this is called tailing, and I do this a lot with the larger rattlesnakes. This is a method I've been using a long time with rattlesnakes. When they're not overly defensive ones, I can let their body be supported by the ground while I control the tail. People are always like, oh, why isn't he grabbing it behind the head? That is far more dangerous to do than just to pick up the rattlesnake. When you pin it behind the head, you're forcing it into defensive behavior by grabbing it behind the head. This is a more natural feel for them. They're just being slightly restrained. And this is just a method that works really well in keeping rattlesnakes.
Imagine you being choked by a big stranger.
Yeah.
Would you be calm? No. Alrighty, folks. We answered some questions for you. If you have more, drop them in the comments. And now we're going to let this little lady go so she can get on her way, and we're going to get on our way. So let's do it, Rhett.
All right. She seems to want to go that way. Oh, you know what? The one I kept forgetting? People ask how far rattlesnakes can strike. See when I hold her on the hook, she only has a little bit over the front. Rattlesnakes can strike about 1/3 to 1/2 of their body length. And when she's like this, she can't do that. Having the hook there breaks up her striking distance. So, all right, she's been a wonderful snake. I'm so happy that we could get her out of the yard before anybody killed her, or, you know, a dog tried to bite her and she, whenever I move.
And all of the residents of that neighborhood were very happy too. As much as we'd like snakes to live and stay where their house is, sometimes that's not possible.
All right.
Okay, good work. Good work, teammates. Toby, you did the best. You wanna go eat?
Yeah. Oh, I meant to take a photo of her rattle.
Oh my god, guys, he's so annoying. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was fun.
That was awesome. Glad you guys joined us for another rattlesnake relocation. That was pretty crazy how many rattlesnakes we've got out of that one very developed neighborhood. We've got the 2 big females. The one had babies. This other one also had babies. Maybe we'll be back to get more babies out of their yard. Who knows? Was that neighborhood infested with rattlesnakes? No, it wasn't infested. They just happened to be in an area that was one time really prime habitat for animals like rattlesnakes, gopher tortoises, even burrowing owls. And now once we develop the habitat, the rattlesnakes have nowhere to go. The other animals have nowhere to go, but when a rattlesnake shows up in a yard, it's a very big deal. You know, oh my gosh, there's a big deadly animal here. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with us.
We had fun.
So don't forget to like, subscribe, share,
Notification bell.
and we'll see you next time.
Toby, you're a sweaty little thing.